For the press conference and for the clinic that Otto hosted earlier today for our friends from Dream for Kids DC and McKinley Middle School. I'd also like to welcome everybody watching on CSN Mid-Atlantic and on the Wizards Facebook Live feed. Everybody here on the stage will begin with some brief opening comments, and then we'll open up for question and answer after that. So to start off, I'd like to introduce Wizards President Ernie Murphy.
Thank you. Thanks everybody for coming. Welcome everybody. Special welcome to Otto's representatives, David Falk and Daniel Cantor. And this is a very special day for our organization. When we started our rebuild, we wanted to build with a young core. And today officially we're going to announce that we're going to keep one of those players in our core, in Otto Porter. Otto's had great success over the last 4 years. He's improved every single year. This past year, he was one of the top three-point shooters in the league. He was #1 in effective field goal percentage. If you take centers out of it, he's a two-way player. He's very solid, and he fits perfectly into our core, into our puzzle. John, he, and Bradley form an outstanding pair. And the best part about it is that they're all very young still. Otto's only 24, Bradley's 24, John is just 26. So the future is very bright for us. And Otto is the type of player you need on your team, someone that is willing to do the dirty work. He's versatile, he plays more than one position. He can play small forward, he can play the power forward, he can play the two guard when he needs to. But the solid improvement that he's made has really impressed us, and the type of person that he is. And he's been great in the community, as you can all see what he did this morning in his clinic. He's a wonderful person with a great work ethic. And he's the type of teammate that everybody loves playing with. So Otto, congratulations, and welcome back.
Appreciate that. And thank you, Ted. Thank you, Zach, for being here with me. I want to thank my representative being here. I also want to thank my mom and dad for everything, even though they couldn't be here today. I also want to thank, the Dream for Kids and McKinley Middle School for being here this morning for the clinic. I really appreciate that. I had an amazing time this morning with you guys. Just seeing the smiling faces. And I want to thank the whole organization for this opportunity. I'm so excited to be back. This is my hometown. This is where I grew up, outside of, back in Missouri. This is where I learned everything that I know now. Being back with the guys, keeping that chemistry, keeping that small court. We can only go up from here. There's no going backwards. I'm very looking forward to getting back in the gym and working hard. And going throughout this process has been fun and it's been amazing. And I'm just looking forward to getting back out there with the guys and getting back to the playoffs. This coaching staff with Coach Brooks and working my tail off and going forward. Trying to get championships, bring it here to the city because we need it desperately. So I'm very excited.
Thank you, Otto, and thanks David Falk and to your whole family and also the Georgetown community. I don't think we should underestimate the importance of that Jesuit upbringing for Otto. The process worked exactly as we said, very infrequently in life and business. Does everyone do exactly what they said they would do? There were absolutely no surprises here. We said that we wanted Otto to be part of our core. I believe we're the only NBA team that is drafted, developed, and retained and given max contracts to players that we drafted. So the system is working the way we expected and we outlined. And I think that's a testament to the way that we've drafted and developed. We have 5 players with Thomas and with Kelly that will be vital contributors to the team. If you look around the NBA, it's the players that you draft, retain, and keep that really form the culture. We've made smart trades. We're very, very comfortable with with the team, and to have players that grow up in a system and like each other and respect each other and understand what each players' gifts and weaknesses are, and they work on their weaknesses during the off-season, I think augurs very, very well for us as a team. So I'm very excited. When you read about drama, or hear about drama, there was no drama in the signing. It was the exact same optics and experience with Bradley Beal and also with John Wall. We have players that are very committed to the organization. We have players that are very committed to the community. And now that they've secured their next contract, all they have to do is focus on team success. They don't have to work on individual success, which is something in ownership we want to get to. You look around the league and the best teams are exhibiting culture and selflessness, and that's why they're winning. And that's what we're trying to build here. And Otto is a very special person because he understands that power of community and teamwork, and we're thrilled that he's going to be here for this next stage of his career. And hopefully we have John and Brad and Otto here for a long, long time.
Good morning. Welcome, everybody. This is obviously a great day for Otto, but also it's a big day for myself and our coaching staff. What not to love about this guy? He defends, he rebounds, he passes, and he's one of the best shooters in the league. And he's young. He's only going to get better. He's a guy that I love coaching. I look at guys that, are you a winner or you're not a winner? And this guy is a winner. He does all the little things that helps make a team successful. He comes to work every day. When you walk into the gym and you see Otto, you know he's going to give you great effort. The coaches are going to enjoy being around him because he's committed to the team. He's not about stats, and he can score more, and I get that, and I appreciate it, but he's willing to sacrifice his own game for the betterment of the team. And he's been great to get to know this past year. I'm glad that we have him long term because he's going to be a big part of our success going forward. So thank you, Otto, and thank you, Ted, Ernie, for giving me this opportunity. Not a lot of times you can coach players that your organization has drafted and developed, and guys that want to stay here. And it's the culture that we're trying to build here. One that is committed to each other and playing for each other and playing with great energy and effort every night. Because we know that's what is important for our fans, and our fan base is obviously a big part of our success.
Thank you, Coach. Well,
This past year has been, wonderful. I came in this summer with the guys, in the gym every day, setting goals, setting goals for the team and setting goals for myself, where I want to be. And, as the year progressed, I just continued to get better and better as each game went on, with thanks to my coaching staff and the guys that I play with. They're trusting in me to go out there and have fun playing and work hard.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How would you define a max contract player? How do you see that player in your mind?
Well, max player, as you know, get paid the most. But at the same time, the work is just now starting. Taking on that responsibility definitely comes with it. But at the same time, you have great people around you that have confidence in you. Representative of everybody in the community know what you can do, and you go out there, and that just gives you motivation. It gives you more leeway to go out there and work hard and be out there with your teammates and give it up your all every night. No nights off.
I don't think that Otto will change. I think he'll improve his game, but we don't want Otto to have on his shoulders, nor any of our players that they're a max player. We want a max team. And it would be bad for us if the optics were, you have to earn your contract. The market spoke. And it's fair, it's how the system works. We're thrilled to be able to bring him back, and now what we want is no more talk of contracts and dollars. It should be about wins. And he'll be one of the leaders of our team, and John, Brad, all of our players. We have a great starting five, a great rotation. They now have to set their expectations higher. We want to build a team that can go further in the playoffs than we did last year. That certainly have to be our goal. We have to be looking at 50-win seasons, and we want to be in the conversation about being a team and a destination that other players want to play for. And we'll only do that by drafting well, retaining our core, and then having results on the court. And so I'm hoping we have this press conference, and it's the last time we talk about contracts for a long time.
Hey, Otto, congratulations. Mr. Leons has mentioned no drama in the process, and you said you were excited to be back. There was an offer sheet with Brooklyn. Just how much for you uncertainty was there, if at all, that you would be back here with the Wizards?
I had a good chance of being back there. This is where I wanted to be from the get-go. So it was a business partner, great process, great learning experience. But at the end of the day, this is where I wanted to be, and this is my future heading forward. And now that that's over with, we're all looking forward to this upcoming season.
For Ernie, obviously when you sign a contract like this, you're doing a lot of projecting what this player could be down the road. What do you see in Otto's future, and what do you think is going to be the key to continuing to get that?
Well, Otto has a great work ethic, and he's gotten better every year. He got better every year in college, and when you put the work in and the time in that he puts in, you're going to get results, and his results are shown by the numbers that he's put up. But Otto's more than just a numbers player. There's a lot of little things out there. He's very versatile, he's a great teammate, and he fits the puzzle very well. And we just see a lot of upside in him. Again, he's only 24 years old. Most players don't reach their peak till they're 27, 28. So there's still a lot of upside, and he's a two-way player. He's a good defender. He can guard multiple positions. So he brings a lot of value to the table and to our team.
I just want to ask how you've been able to adjust your game to fit. Like you said, Ernie said earlier, you compliment John and Brad well, but for you, in terms of not demanding more shots, not asking for more, how have you been able to fit into this group and find your role?
Like Ernie said, I just try to pride my game, off of being versatile and wanting to win, which means doing whatever it is to take to win. And for me, if that's being versatile and doing other things, then I'm gonna do that to win. And I think that I definitely embrace that role, and as far as wanting to win as much as I can, whether that's rebounding or defending or anything like that. So I'm gonna do whatever it takes to win for this team.
For Scott, how nice can it be as a coach to have continuity, because now you'll be going into the second year by retaining Otto Porter, you have some continuity?
I think it's huge for our success moving forward. It's nice to have players like Otto that can do it on both ends of the floor. As the league is evolving, guys like Otto are very important to the success of the team, because he can play the four. He can take the bigger fours out on the perimeter and shoot the ball like the way he shoots it. But now we have three perimeter guys that are basically interchangeable on the defensive end. They can all guard each other's players. Like I said earlier, he's a winner. Never look at Otto and judge him by the stat sheet. I just don't do it. He does so many little things that the stats don't show. He dies on the floor for a loose ball. He sets screens. He makes the extra pass to the corner. Offensive rebounds. But most importantly, he's just a great guy to be around. And you can never have enough high character guys that are committed to each other. and that's what he is. And he's a Max person in my mind, and I love to coach guys that I can cheer for, and he's a guy that I want him to have success every night.
And they're not egoless, but they understand their role and that they embrace it. And you know, the league has changed so dramatically in the few years that I've been the majority owner of the team, where their skill, talent, three-point shooting, running the floor is almost positionless. And all teams need a player like Otto. And you also have to look at the league and where players are aging out. You know, there's teams and squads that'll get older, and we should be ascendant in that we have a very, very young core. And I believe continuity is important. I think that just players that can anticipate what their other teammates are going to do, and there's just this organic, natural fit and feel, that's good for a couple more victories. And when there's stress in the system, that's what happens in the playoffs, just playing together and feeling that comfort is important. And so Otto really fits all of that. And I'll tell you another story. So Jack contributed last week in an event, and he said, congratulations and thank you, and Otto. And I said, yeah, think of it as a alumni that you can cultivate to do back to the school. And Jack said, Otto's already been generous with the school. And I didn't know that. Otto has already been supportive, and I think that just speaks volumes that he didn't wait for his max deal to get involved with his alma mater. So I was very proud of Otto for doing that.
Although you managed to kind of play in the shadows in some respects, are you prepared for the scrutiny that will come now that you receive this deal, and how much does it motivate you that people will be looking at you more?
I'm definitely motivated. Put in the extra work, but I feel like with the great teammates that I have around me and the great coaching staff, that they will cancel that pressure out for me, and I'll be able to just go out there and have fun with my guys and growing together and learning each other's tendencies even more. So it definitely eliminates that pressure for me, and I can just go out there and have fun and play and win.
All right, thank you everybody. We will move the table and have everybody stand up here for a quick photo.